Thanks for coming back to our 50th video. Pretty excited about that. Also hit 1,000 subscribers over the past weekend, so pretty stoked. So perfect video to show Brian there, aka Grandpa, renting the Ryker for the day. We take it to this cool spot right here, Dreamland in Dripping Springs. That is a self-pour tap room. That's beer and wine. It's crazy. We're gonna walk you through the steps. Dreamland in Dripping Springs opens February the 5th. So that's coming up. So pretty current video. I know I still got a lot of other footage to be showing you, but wanted to get this one out before they open up. You're talking about like some pro level miniature golf. There's also like a pickleball court. You can kind of see it here and I'll show it in a second. Crazy miniature golf art type stuff. And then some pretty legit art with pretty cool themes. They have these little tanks. We're going to show a bunch of those with some cool murals and different graffiti type style art. And we actually get to meet one of the artists' genre. So stay tuned for the whole thing. It's a cool little trip. ThrillMouseMoto. Video number 50. I'm pretty stoked about that. It also means season 2 is ahead, which I guess will be, I guess I'll probably just start saying that. We'll do like every 50 episodes, I would say, is a good point for a new season. So 51, it's a fresh start. We'll do a whole new season. We'll try to add some more stuff to it, change it up. The cool thing about it is, you know, I've had 50 episodes so far, so I've kind of have a feeling of what people want to see in my edits. You know, we kind of do what we want to do. We ride where we want to go and all that, but I'll usually try to edit it around and make it to where something you guys want to see. So I kind of got a better feeling for that. So I'm super stoked about this new year, how I'm going to do the new footage. This right here, I'm just showing the gloves. I talk about it a little bit with Brian when we go pick up his Ryker Rally he's renting for the day. But they're Briskers. I think the brand is 100%. But I'll give the details at the bottom like I normally do when we talk about it. But Brian used the rideshare app to rent the Ryker Rally. So this is us picking it up right here. So.
I would just see those. That's what I'm kind of wearing.
Those are sick though.
Yeah, these are pretty cool. I've actually never liked wearing gloves until I got these. They're called Briskers.
I'll throw it in the bag.
You have a backpack?
I'm not really bringing anything except my own thing. I was just wondering if this is it. Because it might be too warm when we come back. Huh?
Grandpa on the Can-Am Ryker Rally. Nice. Got a trunk on it. Got a trunk. Got a trunk. Got a front. Got a trunk. Front. Pretty stoked. This is gonna be fun. Oh, his exhaust is doing the same thing Ryan's was.
Yeah, I saw that in the picture. That red dust.
Call me old Pallet Jack.
On.
Old Bicycle Club. Bang, bang. You're not even driving the Shadow today.
I know. It doesn't say Shadow.
That's true. Represent.
Tuxie in the Tuxie.
Oh, yeah.
I tried it last night at work.
Tuxie Squad. Oh, doubling up the Tuxies? We're going to need some money from Tuxie for this video, dude.
Put away.
You're wearing like a G worth of apparel by putting those on. With how much the regular tuxedo cost and then the Storm, dude. Double tuxie. Tuxie Squad. Them tuxie boys. Really the biggest thing right now for me is these Gore-Tex winter-lined chucks, man. They have like fleece lined inside of them.
Yeah, I was gonna wear my fleece boots, but nah, I'll be too warm.
How you say that?
I know.
Tuxie Storm. That's where you put the price, website down at the bottom, everything.
These turns are scary.
Oh yeah, you know what? It is. Because I've been riding my dirt e-bike this whole time, and you turn so different on this, like, because you don't lean. You should just take the turns real easy. Definitely break into them.
It feels like I'm gonna come right off the bike.
Because I'm used to...
You turn around now, I was like, whoa!
See, that's how I've been feeling, because I've been training myself into giving it throttle, you know, when I'm leaning. And now it's like the opposite. Yeah, so remember this right here. Something weird happens, blow. That's it. Your knees are so high out there, dude. Alright, what reminders do you need here? So this is pushed all the way forward. So you're good. And then turn it on. You have to have your foot on the brake. And then you have this down. You press that once. Pull this forward. Forward. And then hit the ignition again.
Dude, that's too much. You better not take off and leave me, please.
I actually don't know how to do it either. Because I just do it. You know what I mean? When you just go, ha ha ha, and then every time someone, but I just got done doing that video with Gibson, and I was like, that's how you start it? Alright, I guess follow me to the gas station.
The funny part about all that is after showing Brian how to, legit start the Ryker, he started it before, but, most of it was probably us starting it for him when he was, like, riding ours around. But, showing him exactly then, he says, don't leave me behind. You better not leave. His first thought was, I'm going to leave him behind. And I actually did. I didn't hear it when he said it, live, but, when I'm editing, I see it and I go, oh, he actually did legit tell me not to leave him. And I left him at the gas station. And because we go to the gas station like right after that. And then we go put air. And I'm like, where's he at? And then I hear him. And then he finally comes around. So he figured it out. It's not too hard. If Grandpa can figure it out after being told one time how to start it, he can get it. Or, you can pull up a video when we ride with Gibson. If you guys are into that, not used to the channel, we do a first time ride video with one of my friends from work. That came out pretty cool. But yeah, this is us. Look at the cam from Brian, dude. Normally you're seeing the grandpa cam with the shadow, the Honda Shadow. So now he's got a little Ryker handlebars in view. And then you got your boy right there. You don't get to see a lot of the Chiquita banana, only from first person. So it's cool being able to get double footage. And we're both using DJI's Osmo Actions. We have, I actually completely switched over. I mean, I still have my 5 session, but I'm doing Osmo Action on my helmet, and you can see it there on my bars, Brian on his helmet. But Tripping Springs, Texas, it's a little bit of a drive for us, but not too bad. Going out in some cool parts in Texas here. So all this is under construction still, because this is still like a couple weeks ago that we went, and they're not even open until the 5th. Which is February the 5th coming up. So still kind of under construction at this point, but we get a little private tour. We get shown the place. We wanted to share it with you guys.
Is that drunk? There you go. That's good.
Yeah, I saw him.
I didn't see it until just
I
now.
saw him over there. He was looking, and I was like, what is he looking at? And then I saw the drone.
I saw like right on top of your head like that.
Yeah, there was another group there filming when we got there. They were there the whole time too, so it was pretty cool. It was just that group, and then Brian and I, just scoping the place out. So we got to check out this. This is the most interesting part when we heard about the place, was self-pour taproom. I didn't know anything like this could exist. Not sure if it has before this, but it's pretty legit. I mean, it's got screens and everything. Each screen has like 2 different types of beer or wine. Where Brian's at over there is is the wine part, I believe. That's when we figure that out just now. But each one of them has like two taps you can see, and you can see the 2 beers. Like that one has pecan porter, and then something else on this, like Convict Hill. So it's like a Dave and Buster's type thing, or like some type of redemption arcade where you have a card with like your coins on it. You can see that's like step 1, placing that in the reader and then selecting which one. If you want to look at it on a menu, which is pretty cool too, so you don't have to walk around the whole place, because I imagine it's gonna be different when there's people inside here. So you can figure out what you want, find it. That's my favorite part right there. We're going to show you this process a couple times because we had a lot of fun doing it, and we had a couple beers. So place the card, pour the beer. The little cleaner thing is super cool. And then it's going to, I think you like pay by the ounce is what we're showing right there. You remove the card, tells you how much it charged on the card. You get the card from the bar, and that's how you start your tab on your credit card. And then you just closing the card. So this little redemption card thing here. So you can just keep popping in and just using the card each time instead of, waiting on somebody or going to the bar or having a server or something like that. So really cool and really convenient for an outdoorsy type activity place, as far as the miniature golf and then the pickleball and, just walking around and stuff. So this is us showing the course. It's like 18 holes, I believe. And then there's actually a whole nother 18 hole where you can kind of see, we show just here in a second, that's all under construction. So they have one whole course already complete, and then they're adding a whole nother one. And I was all like, I asked Brooks, he was the one helping us out and hosting us out there the day. And I was like, man, looks like you still got some more. He's like, no, that's a whole other course. I was like, that's nuts, because it's already pretty big. We show us playing just like a little bit and messing around, but it's a lot bigger than what we show. Got to put the chapstick on for good luck. It's actually some Mountain Dew one that Kevin got me for Christmas. And then Brian and I just going off. And I'm actually going to show the dialogue on one of these because he actually scores a hole-in-one. So, of course, we go crazy. There you go. Oh, man, that's money. Oh!
What? Wait, coming back! No!
Hey. All right, we got to stop playing. Actually, when I hit a hole-in-one, we'll stop. Bevo. Yeah, I try to get a hole-in-one after Brian, and I do not. Actually, I just do terribly, period, not even close to a hole-in-one. So we just play around for a little bit and then stop. But the pickleball, man, look at the top. So super cool for outdoors, because even with the weather, I imagine that, stops the rain pretty good, and especially the sun. Just a quick walk through that, and then we go to the Tank Town. This one here is actually a mural done on a tank that's near or in the miniature golf course, and then Tank Town itself is this area. So a bunch of different, and you got genre right there. So we actually catch one of the mural artists or muralists at work with his little arsenal and ammo loaded up right there. Well, we just walked around. The sun wasn't too bad. There was some, shadows, so we didn't really capture it as good as it, if you went there in person and saw. But we were really digging it. These are all different artists, and I'm not going to go into it because I want to butcher it, because we actually have a whole segment in this video where genre kind of goes over the theme of what people were going for and all that, and drops some of the names on there. I wish I knew them. I'd put them on here. But we were just kind of soaking it in. It was cool seeing something with so many, dimensions like this. Because, a lot of times it's just a wall, but seeing something, all the way around, it's a pretty cool look. Genre is going to break us off on that. He's also going to talk about his little van life he's got going on. So I wanted to add that in the video to make it cool. Just a little bit of a showcase of one of the artists out there. So, I mean, that's kind of one of the big things. I wish we could have got one of the Rykers parked out there, but we actually didn't get to talk to Genre right before this when I was thinking. I was like, man, I didn't want to disturb him or anything, but he ended up being cool. Shows us the van. He does everything out of it, man, from eating, sleeping, doing art. getting all his inspiration. You can see some of his little inspirational quotes there. Really cool. I haven't been in anything like that, tiny living type stuff, so it was cool to check it out. And he was down with sharing it with you guys. And he also does, just regular type painting. I mean, he's all over the board, man, with all types of art. He was talking about like doing whitewater rafting. I think we made like a couple Kevin Bacon references from was it River Wild or whatever that movie is. But he's got it on the top of the van there. I mean, he's a pro at that. All kinds of stuff. Cool dude. Let him talk.
All right, so all of these water tanks, all the murals that you see have something to do with immigration and raising the awareness of immigration. And so my concept was a sea turtle, given that the sea turtle travels throughout the world. It faces peril from the moment it's born and is largely considered a medicine of knowledge by the native peoples, the native Polynesians. So I just thought it had a lot to do with the migrating spirit of people. And so right now what I'm doing is called we're doing like cutbacks. So you start with a big color, and then you're going to come with another color to kind of sharpen that line up. And if you go over here, you can see where I've done some of that, kind of sharpened it up right there, put a little fade right there. But it's I'd say it's 50%. I mean, it's not near the end yet.
When you do your techniques for doing the mural work, are they pretty similar to the ones where you do like the painting, like the one that you showed us?
No, that's completely different. Spray paint, you can imagine, like spray paint is like, it's like a flashlight. So, if you're far away from something, you're gonna get like a big circle. If you're close, you're gonna get a little dot. But if you move it fast, you can get a little tight line. And then if you go sideways, you can kind of fade it in.
Yeah.
You can fade it in. So there's a lot of different aspects to spray painting, which makes it completely unique to everything but airbrush. I mean, it's basically like a big airbrush. It's a whole different style. You have to think about working from the back to the front.
Yeah.
Because there's no, like, it's opaque, right? Like, there's no blending really, unless you hit it from the side. Kind of. It's a lot of tricks.
So when you say working from the back, from the front, you're talking about like a base and then layering on top of it?
Exactly. This is the background, right? And so I do the background first, the water first, and then I build up from that.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
It's looking killer, dude. Because you're with you having one of the small ones, you're able to utilize the top.
Yeah, right.
Which is pretty cool too, compared to these other ones. They're like, those are hella tall. But they went pretty crazy on these, man.
Yeah, these are some heavy hitters, man. This guy over here, Maz, he's amazing with the characters. And then you got Slope, who's probably one of the most well-known, best graffiti artists in Austin.
Nice.
Follow me at genre.
Genre. Across the bottom. Across the bottom. Hell yeah, dude. So what you think about the Ryker?
I love it. It's way easier to ride. You can chill more and look around and
yeah. Well, compared to, I mean, you ride a motorcycle, a Honda Shadow, so.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to worry about balancing it, so it's an easier ride. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be.
Why hard? Because of turning?
Yeah. I mean, I just slow down.
Yeah.
But just this little short ride, I'm getting the hang of it. It's come down about $5,000.
Yeah?
So there you have it. That's Brian, aka Grapple's final thoughts on riding the Ryker for the day. Like I said, he's cruised around, before the parking lots, up the street and stuff when we've met for rides, but a legit ride, because it was like an hour out from where we were when we picked it up. So finally get a clear, good review that you can go off of, from a good ride. And that's what he's got. We'll probably get some more from him. I'll put him on the spot with that, but Lots of live streams planned. Kevin's in the ThrillMouseMoto garage cooking some stuff up to do some legit live streams with you guys and be able to ask us some more stuff. But, you know, hearing it from a guy that normally rides a motorcycle, what he thinks about being on the Ryker, especially for a day, that's all cool stuff. So Dreamland, Texas, Dripping Springs opens February 5th. You got to check it out. We had lots of fun. Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to ThrillMouseMoto. I was paid to say this since Barry said he felt kind of weird asking. He also wanted me to say Baja Blast slams and yeah dog, ThrillMouseMoto.